Come on, come on up, come on up. Yeah, all of them. Just bring them all up. I don't know their names, all of them, but come on. Bring them all up. Oh, come on. Jacob Lattimore, Jason Weaver, Rolando Ross, Rolando Cook, Brad Cooley Baker, and Cortez Smith. Is that right? Burgundy? Is that Burgundy? Burgundy. That's Burgundy. Tell me better than that, yeah, come on. I hear that coming from God Warner, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon, good evening. Hey, y'all.
Hey!
I heard y'all getting it in here. Y'all having a good day?
Yeah!
Are y'all ready for the cast of The Shy?
Yeah!
Brought to you by Mr. 850 Life right here. Give it up. You need your credit straight. Make sure you sit down. Before we get out here, shout out to the XL Film Festival for having me back again this year. Let's give it up for them. And you know what? Let's give a shout out to the entire cast that's here that's not on the stage, but in the building from The Shy. If you would please stand right now so that we can acknowledge you, give you your flowers. All right, good to have y'all here. First of all, who can stand up? Stand up.
Get him.
Producing director, yes.
Producer, director, y'all got my Don't try to act shy. There would be no them without you, right? Not true? Congratulations on 6 seasons, okay? You know, to have a hit TV show representing The Shy for 6 seasons, and you guys seem to be, from what I saw backstage, really a family. What is the secret to the success of 6 seasons and also being a family? I heard you talking about how much fun you have at work every day.
Oh no, I have a great time at work every day. By the way, hello everyone. Thank you all for being here. First and foremost, I just want to say, probably on behalf of all of us, how much we appreciate y'all, all the support that we've been able to receive for this show. We're actually shooting our, 7th season right now? And it's all because of y'all, man. The support that we've been able to receive. I've been blessed and fortunate to come on at the 4th season and continue on since then, but we have actors here who have been here since day one, who laid the foundation and really presented some beautiful art, man. So kudos to you guys, and no, it's just a blessing to be here and to be hanging out and to represent Chicago, our hometown.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? No, it is really like a family. It's hard to sometimes think that we're working, but we are working, but it's just really good to be on set and work with people that you can vibe with. You know, the chemistry is just really there. So what you see on screen it's real. You know, she was really mad at me for the first couple of seasons, and that's how it worked. It's just that she lightened up.
We working through it.
Yeah. Bird.
You gonna call me out? How you gonna call me out? Yeah, it's a blessing to work with these people, these beautiful, talented people, on and off screen, true friendships, respect. I think that has a lot to do with us being able to work so well with each other, respect and honesty, and being willing to collaborate on ideas and thoughts and feelings. I think that has a big role in
It's real love.
yeah, it's
It's
real love and
I
respect.
tell you how many times we leave each other and it's like, I love you too.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It
it's
really
You
real.
guys mushy.
Yeah.
They're too mushy. You love to set the record straight then.
Real
Mushy.
soft.
And staying grateful. Jason has been a prime example of personally showing me how to stay grateful, because everybody wants to be on the show. You don't always get this, especially for how long we've been going. So staying grateful. It spreads.
Cortez, I think you want to say something.
Yeah, I just want to say, all of us, we came from humble beginnings. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's nobody that's bigger than other. We don't have any egos. And everything that we go through in our everyday life, like, we put that to the side. We actually come here and just, man, we have an escape from the world and just be free. You know what I mean? That's true.
Rolando, Cortez, and Jason, you guys are all from Chicago.
That's
Represent the tribe. To be fair, because it was all double juggle. Okay, if you're from the west side, make some noise. Okay, all right, if you're from the south side, make some noise. Sorry, Cortez. I think the west side out there in this room. Well, listen, let's talk about this though real quick. How does that feel for the three of you particularly to be on a show that truly epitomizes what the Chi is all about?
Let me say this. For me personally, it means a lot because I'm from here. I've always represented this city. I'm proud to be from here. All the support that I've ever gotten from day one since I've been in this industry has come from this city. So it's an honor to represent our hometown and really being a part of narratives and storylines that allow us to present a truthful narrative and a real narrative about the Black experience here in this city without it being rooted in what mainstream media has a tendency to lean towards, which is like more the negative. The Chicago that I know is barbecues, family functions, cookouts, summertime Chi, all the beautiful things that we know. And so to have that opportunity as born and raised Chicagoans to help tell that story and present it to the world, it's just an honor and a privilege. And to be able to work with other local, born and bred Chi-town talent here, like I can honestly say like Cortez, well, and I'm gonna speak on Rolando as well.
We just came from the Bears game.
You just came from the Bears game.
Came
No,
we going all the way.
We real Chicagoans, so you know with Rolando, he's a true thespian. He comes from theater here, and even people that know him from working in Trapped in the Closet with Rob and all of that, and seeing his work. So to work with him, it's been an honor and a privilege. But I can honestly say that guys like Cortez, Ahmad, Zaria, Judea, Genesis, Shaman, I mean, all of the local talent that's from here and young local talent, it's so inspiring, and it lights my fire to like want to be bigger and better and keep going. Because to see them like come to work every day and to go hard, it's the shit. It's so dope, and it just reminds me of what I got into this business for in the first place. And especially with guys like Cortez who step up to the plate every day, like you guys can see with his role of Nuck. I mean, he started out humbly, so to speak. And then for him now to have a real like focal point in this series and to bring it every day, I'm proud of it, man.
I'm so proud of you.
It's a dream come true to just really be from the west side of Chicago and just people I grew up around. We would have never expected me to be in this position, you know what I mean? And just me just using all the experience and the traumas that I went through and using it as fuel to be one man today is like, it's surreal. It's a surreal moment. And to be around legends like this, like, what show got these type of legends that's super humble like this? What?
Rolando and Beverly, I want to get you guys into this conversation. I know you're from Chicago, but you've been here. What are your thoughts about the Chi? Is everything they're saying, everything you guys experience and are able to put on that screen?
Yeah, I mean, all of it. I mean, especially, you know, what Jason said, like, the people, I mean, mean, not just the date, but like every day when you're leaving the house, there's people that know. People that know the show, people that love the show, people that love their characters, the stories, and they don't all look like us. So that's pretty amazing. And 7 years? That doesn't happen. That does not happen. And it really doesn't happen with this.
Right.
So let's just be real. To have a quality show and it be on the air this long. With this family, this group of people, like we really are a family.
No, it's a family.
So that's real. You know, I love all these dudes. All of them. But I don't know, I don't even know what else to say. There's so much there. And no, I'm not Chicagoan, but I am Midwest, Nebraska.
How many people in Nebraska?
Don't start.
Y'all Chicagoans go hard for y'all city. Honestly, in the beginning, it was a little intimidating because I'm not from Chicago, and you're telling me to play a girl from Chicago. But I have to remember that, yes, it's about Chicago, but it's also a black story about a young black woman. And if you do justice to that, then everyone will appreciate it. And I see girls in the street all the time, they're like, yes, girl. I'm like, okay, I got it. Okay, I got it, I'm getting it. But you know, it's not about trying to act like you're from Chicago, but just, of course, respecting Chicago. But honestly, telling the story of being a young black girl in the city. And I thank y'all for accepting me and appreciating the story that I'm telling, that we're telling.
Okay, can I just tell you, I 100% feel you, because I'm not from Chicago either. I've been here 20 years, but yes, for Chicagoans to embrace you and to rock with you is immense. But that's how Chicagoans are. There's so much pride in this city. And once you've been here, you are like a Chicagoan in your soul and everything. So we appreciate that honesty about not trying to act like you are, just being yourself and being a real black girl. That's all that matters, right? As long as you're keeping it real. Okay, how many aspiring actors do we have in the audience?
Stand up.
So I'm sure you guys are probably wondering, how did all of these guys right here get their starts? What advice would you give to these people who are standing up? And I don't know who wants to take it first.
I'll be the first. Can we stand up, all the inspiring actors?
Yeah, all the inspiring actors.
Yeah, you hear me because you want to hear the story.
I want to get y'all out. Can we get a round of applause for them? Now, the first and only advice that I would give you is never take no for an answer. Never take no for an answer. Use that, study that, and come back 10 times harder, and never give up. That's what I can give you.
And what I also will stress to you guys is knowing the business that you're involved with. And the reason why that's so important is because it's one thing about like performing, but it's also another thing about understanding your worth in this industry. Because there are billions of dollars that are generated within this industry. And based on what you bring to the table, that could make a major difference, like for a studio or for a production company. And in particular, when it comes to black performers and black content, we drive pop culture.
Yeah, that's right.
So, understand that. So whether you're working as a performer, on-screen talent, whether you're actually creating the content, writing, developing it, producing it, understand and know your worth in the realm of business. Because being famous and all of that, like, that's cool, but that's not the end-all be-all. And what we have to come to understanding about collectively as a group and as a people is knowing our worth in that and being able to monetize it and benefit from it.
Yeah.
And create generational wealth from it.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing that I want to like impart and share with all of you. I think in this game where we're at now, in the chapter that we're at now, dealing with the advancement of technology, AI, you have digital streaming platforms, you have social media. Find your niche within that and build your audience within that. We work for a studio, we work for a production company and all that, but that doesn't necessarily have to be your journey. You can still tell your stories and get your vision out there without all of that. All you need to do is just, be your true and authentic self within the realm of storytelling, and then presenting it to your audience and building it organically and taking the time to do that. So I really want to stress that to everyone out here, especially people of color, Black people in this city, like, create the content, do it independently, and just build. And just build over time. And it's a marathon and not a sprint. Don't look for it to be like instant. Just look for it to be like a journey and find that inspiration within that. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Y'all switch? Okay.
Turn that one off.
1, 2, 3. I don't know.
Yeah.
Check. I think that's what it is. Rolando, I want you to give some advice and to pour into some of these people here.
Okay, doggy. First, I'll say, when you actually stand up aspiring, take that out. If you're an actor, you're acting. It's not aspiring, though, you're an actor. And everyone's path is different. We all come from different paths. So no one's going to be the same. I really don't like to give advice because what I did is not probably what you're going to do. But if you want to act, you can act. You can take classes. You can go to. You can take classes. You can. There's, especially in Chicago, so much great theater. I started in theater here, and there's so much great theater here. You can go to DePaul, you can go to Columbia. They're all looking for actors. So there's student filmmakers are looking for actors, and you don't know what kind of relationships that you can be building with someone who's starting off just like you, and you can start creating yourself and learning the craft. So that's, I'll just say that in a nutshell. And then going back to being from Chicago, when I got on the show, I felt like it was very, it was not only business, but personal. And I really wanted to make sure that I could create a character that Chicagoans would say, yeah, that dude's from Chicago. So that was more important to me than anything else, was just that I wanted to make this character relatable to people from Chicago, which I feel like we're almost there. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
I think you nailed that. I don't know if this is. Let's just
No, it's like they're dead.
Okay.
I think we put them all together.
Okay, this one's still working.
We'll just project out.
Right, because we all know.
One thing off the piggyback. Yeah. With the wait, is it working out? Hello. Okay. So what Jason was saying about the business part is super important, because as much as we love each other and you have the craft of whatever your craft is, the business, you're in business, and know your value, know what you are selling as a product, because my acting is not his acting, is not her acting. What I put out is a thing, and that's what you're selling. So just understand, it's not a personal thing, it's a business.
Right.
Do the homework. Because it's not just getting up there looking cute and doing whatever you think. The thing is, who are the producers? Who's writing? Who do you know? Because a lot of this business are relationships.
Right.
Do the work.
That's right.
What Rolando was saying, the groundwork, the people you might meet in a theater company, the people you might meet in a class, just know that keep those relationships, keep them open, because you never know where that person may be tomorrow. what project they're on. If you're working with them, they remember you and da-da-da. You do your thing and do it 200%. Because you got people doing 50, 75, maybe even 100. Do yours the best.
That's right.
And better.
That's right.
So there can be no. There can be no denying. There was one more thing I wanted to say, but I just can't.
Can I add one more thing to that, to what you were saying? And the most important thing too, guys, is like be kind and be professional. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all out here trying our best. Nobody has all the answers. I don't know all the answers, Sway, neither do you. But, you know what I'm saying, when you get the opportunity to work with like-minded people or people who are on the same spiritual frequency and you're telling these great stories, like, be appreciative of that and be appreciative of one another and be respectful of one another and be professional and just be kind. Because that takes you a long way just in life in general. Whether you're in this industry or not, just be a good person. You know what I'm saying?
In life. That goes for this profession or any other profession you're in, because karma is real. We're in a room full of creatives. You guys are a part of a great show, a great production company, a cast. Can you stress to people here how important it is to create your own opportunities?
That's you. Prime example. I mean, before I even got on the show, I always did me to the max. You know what I mean? I always said, and he can vouch for me right there, and my cousin right there can vouch for me. I always said if I get the opportunity, that's all I need, because I'm hitting the ground and I'm running. So I don't wait for nobody to give me anything or give me a head nod. I just go and just do what I love to do. You know what I mean? And they get recognition for that.
Yeah. Can you give a specific example to like how you did it? Maybe somebody can get something or learn something or pick up something and maybe model that?
Find things you love to do and just do it. That's all.
Nah, how did you get on the shot?
Oh,
Keep it real. Nah, bro, these are people. How did you get on the shot?
I got on the show from hard working, like what he said. I went to acting classes. I did my due diligence. I went and did my homework. I went on Google and
Where did
looked
you
at
take acting classes?
Acting Studio Chicago. I still take classes there too. But I did that.
Say that again.
Oh, I still take classes. The work never stops. It's get harder. It's get harder. Like the work never stops. Don't think because you got the gig, you think I didn't made it. No, you got to sharpen that too. Right. You know what I mean? And learn from your castmates. Like if you get an opportunity and you got a scene with them, hit them up. Like people too, they want to talk to you. Like my guy right here, Daniel, I talk to him. Any one of them. If I have a scene with them, I hit them up.
Yes, they will call me at midnight.
Yes.
I'm like,
Yes.
okay, come
Let's
on,
talk
let's
about
do
it.
it. Again, let's do it again. I'm like,
How you
okay.
feel about it?
Yeah.
But yeah, went on Google, found agencies, hit them up, act like I was somebody else. You know, you gotta talk in third person. You gotta look like you're important to somebody. You know, hit them up, and then you gotta audition to get into an agency and just work. That's not, you know what I mean? After you get an agency, it get even harder because now you're going out for auditions and you gotta hear the no's. You know what I mean? It don't be nothing personal like they said, but you don't know that, so you might give up. That's what I'm saying. Like Empire almost made me give up, no lie. I was too cute for a role. I wasn't tough enough for a role. You know what I mean? So you just have to keep going at it. So that's how I got to where I got to.
Anybody else want to say something?
I wanted to go back to the previous question with any advice that we have for actors. I wanted to stress again, because I know they already said it, but take class. Class not only teaches you how to act, but it teaches you how to work with other people. It teaches you etiquette, which is very important to have when you're on set. And I also want to say, be patient.
Yeah.
Timing is everything.
That's right.
When I got on the show, I was not a series regular. I had 2 episodes, but I was like, I promised myself I'm going to become a series regular. After season 1, I did not become a series regular. Other people became series regulars, and I had to stand there and say, congratulations. Season 2, I did not become a series regular, and I was like, congratulations. Hey. But season 3, they called me and they were like, we want to actually make you a series regular and we want to focus on you. So had I become a series regular season 1, it wouldn't have hit the same. Had I become a series regular season 2, it would not have hit the same. And I'm so grateful that it happened when it did, even though in the moment I was like, what, come on, what am I doing wrong? Timing is everything. And there's a place for you. I don't care how dark, light, fat, short, skinny, brown, old, young, whatever. There's a place for you. You just have to be patient so that the timing can catch up with your vision and that the world can be ready for who you are. Because the world might not be ready.
Manifestation and work.
Yes.
You gotta put in the work and you gotta believe it and all of that. You guys have given so much good advice already, but in terms of understanding the business, right? The business that you guys are in. What advice or what tidbits or tips that can you give the creators in the audience about just understanding the business? You can speak to this. You've been in the business a long time. You give a lot of credit to your mom, right? About the Lion King. And now can you tell a little bit about that?
Again, it just goes back to like knowing your worth. Now, you have to build up to that. You have to establish that. But there comes a time when you start recognizing like what you bring into the table. And when you begin to recognize that, then you have to stand on firm footing and be like, okay, well, this is what I'm about and this is what I'm bringing, and you know, acknowledge and respect that, or I'll have to respectfully walk away. And that's another conversation. That's the power of negotiation. And we can get deeper into that, I guess, with another discussion, what have you. But I just think at the end of the day, really taking the time to understand where you fit in this business is really important, because you don't necessarily have to go the traditional route like some of us have gone. I'm old school. I came through the age of auditioning, you know, really putting yourself out there and waiting for an opportunity. You don't necessarily have to do that now. You can blaze your own trail. Just due to what you have in the palm of your hand, your phone. So, I don't know, just for me in general, when it comes to business in the entertainment industry, the most important thing that I can really stress to everyone is just recognizing and understanding your worth. And that's whether you're working for a studio or whether you're just out there independently and blazing your own trail. This is a renaissance, what we're in right now. This is a turning point. Not even executives in Hollywood know where we're gonna go moving forward. In 2025, we're still trying to figure out what the industry is gonna look like moving forward. So being that we know that, don't necessarily lean on the traditional path. Blaze your own trail and don't be afraid to put yourself out there.
Do you need an agent?
It helps.
Do you have to have one?
Not in today's marketplace.
And you shouldn't be paying anybody.
No, you shouldn't be paying anybody. Like, no, that's a great
Let's
thing.
say that, let that mic, did y'all hear that? About having an agent, about having representation?
Yeah,
Oh,
just don't pay people money unless it's commission. You gotta make the money first, they take from there, nobody should be getting paid anything up front.
Facts.
10% max.
10% max.
Yes,
That's right.
not 25.
And I will also stress too, I don't know if this has worked for me, but I'm just keeping it real, like, I work really well with attorneys, entertainment attorneys. Managers and agents are cool. Managers and agents are cool, I work with them too, but when it comes to like breaking down your deals, and redlining those agreements and making sure that in the long run, like, it stands to benefit you more, that relationship between you and an entertainment attorney means a lot. To some degree more than a manager. And it's like, because a manager, all they really do in an agent is facilitate what you are already kind of doing and generating on your own. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people that work for me or work on my behalf, I already have the wheels going. I already have the motion going. All I need you to do is just facilitate it and make sure that like the deal is structured a certain kind of way properly. to where all of us can make money and where it's all cool. But you don't necessarily need that attorney. You need an attorney who understands the language and who can break down an agreement and to be able to communicate with you, okay, this is what we're doing. This is what it's gonna look like, 5 or 10 years down the line. To me, that's most important more than anything. Does that make sense?
One more thing with that, your attorney, your agent, your manager, they're gonna check you out, but you do the homework and check them out.
Facts.
See who they really represent, what they, can bring in. Make sure that they are of a certain level, so that you're not just getting somebody that just has a card, right? That's it,
Again, can I add one more thing to that? Okay, so when you go out, everybody looks like for the big agencies, the CAAs, the Endeavor, William Morris, and all the others, UTA and all of that. The letters. That doesn't mean anything.
Right.
There are people around you that genuinely believe in you. And stick with them. Like, you don't necessarily need like any of those big agencies because all you want to do is just be another name on the list. Take it from somebody who's been a part of all. And what ends up happening is that they only move when they see you moving.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can be with them and you can be like, oh, I have the same agent as like Tom Cruise or this person and that person, but they're not gonna really be motivated to work for you unless you're working for you. So does that make sense?
Rolando, did you want to get in on that? I felt like you had something to say.
I was actually thinking, and a lot of these things, what I was thinking is that a lot of these things come in time. If you're starting out, you don't need an attorney, so don't look for an attorney right away, but these things come in time. Definitely an agent. And I do like, find people who believe in you. You may go in and out of different agencies as well. You may get with someone, find they ain't working with you, drop them, find someone else, so it's really important. You can be strategic with it. Going back to taking classes, I remember when I went to LA and I was taking classes, but I only wanted to take classes that I knew they were gonna bring in agents or managers at the end of the class to see me. Okay, so now I'm getting a twofer. I'm taking a class, but now I'm also gonna get somebody who's gonna be able to see my talent. So it's just always just being strategic on how you model your career. And no one's gonna work harder than you. No one's gonna work harder than you.
You guys have given such good advice already about making sure you take classes, check out your representation, don't pay anybody out the gate, all of that. But with an industry that's constantly evolving, how do you keep up? How do you navigate the evolution of this industry?
I would say continue being a student. Just continue being a student. Always doing your homework and your research on everything. Like when that strike was going on, I didn't know nothing about that, and I just started reading on it, like what is actually going on, and then I started getting a better understanding for it. You know what I mean? And that's what made me come in more smarter and knowing the worth of who I am. You know what I mean? To be able to negotiate about what I want actually, and not having someone speak for me that don't know what I really want. That's real.
Variety, Deadline, IMDb, be on them, because everything is there.
Yep.
Hollywood Reporter.
You gotta repeat that because they probably didn't catch it.
Yeah, so Hollywood Reporter, these are publications that are online and websites that are in the business. They tell you what's going on with networks, with actors, with agencies, so you can. No, I did not. Actors Access,
Yeah.
where you can find out what's being shot, where it's being shot, who's casting. Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
This one.
Well, yeah. So there's a website called Actors Access. I don't even think it costs anything to join. Maybe, well, that's if you have to submit. If you're submitting something, then you're able to join it.
Actors Access.
Actors Access.
Actors Access.
Yeah.
Y'all got that? Y'all writing that down?
And you can go through
And we all
different
use it.
regions.
We all
Yeah,
use
we
it.
all use it. You go through different regions and you can see what's, casting or, everything is all right there. It's free, but I mean, when you submit and things like that, you have to pay for it, but it's pretty reasonable. but it's a great tool.
And what Yolanda was saying too, with like reading the trades, Variety, Hollywood Reporter, all that stuff. The reason why it's important to read all of that is so you can gauge the current climate of where the industry is at, right? So like, let's say you don't aspire to be an actor, but you're a writer or you're a producer and you're looking to sell something. You got to be able to sell that in a buyer's market, right? Where people are willing to buy that kind of material, that content that you've been producing and developing and putting together. How you find out what kind of playing field you're dealing with is reading the trades. So they'll let you know like the studios that are interested in looking for these type of projects or what have you, or looking for these type of actors or star presence that they're looking for to like move forward with the collective agenda with Hollywood. That's what you will find in the trades. So like, that is very important to really read up and find out what's going on in the marketplace so that whatever idea that you have, you'll find your own little niche, your space to be able to sell it.
You know, I want to piggyback on that, and as I'm listening to you all and thinking about the industry evolving, how important, and you guys can say if you have any other avenues, but to just not have one thing that you focus on, to be a part of multiple projects or ventures or clothing lines, or how important is that in terms of getting your name out there, keep being relevant?
So before I had a name, I always was like coming in the room being the freshest. Like, this is my thing. I always had to look good. I got it from my grandma. Never leave the house without looking your best. So, and then I just started to fall in love with fashion. So that is like my second love. Like, you know what, like when I'm in clothes or like, I just get random bursts of thoughts in my head. Like, oh, I should put this together. Oh, this zebra skin will look good with me. And I do it. And then people starting to catch on. They're like, you should start, you know, putting that
I say
out
it
there.
all the time.
You do.
Yeah.
So now, working real close with my boy right there, man. Shout out to, come on, shout out to Rich, man. Courtesy of DVR, but we got something coming. That's this piece right there that we made this. And we're working on something for October for fashion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, well, what else are y'all doing? We need to know.
I'm working right now. I can't get a sauce away, but we
Oh, we like sauce. I like exclusive.
October, we definitely drop
Okay.
a collab.
All right. I came from fashion, and I actually use fashion to help develop characters. So it all works together. I paint, and those are my portraits back there. Actually, those are paintings, those are photographs.
Yes.
But I feel like all the arts do work together, you know, because you can get stuff out in different ways, and things can hit you in different ways and stay with you, where you might bring it back in a character. For me, I also write, and that's a part of creating character, creating the whole world. Because as an actor, you know, something that you will learn as you do more and more things, you don't have control.
Yeah.
You got control of that moment
Right.
when you are filming.
Right.
You know, you have editors after that, you have directors after that, you have producers after that.
Right.
So you might end up on the floor,
Right.
not in the thing, you know,
Right.
that you were in your one scene, or something might be chopped, you know, a part of your thing that was important to you but not to somebody else.
Right.
So just know that, you know, there's different levels to it, and in our business, you know, having control of the whole world and creating it is very important. And I know there was a panel before that, you know, where we had people talking about that. But the writing, the directing, all of those things that are part of creating the world, they are creating the world, and then we're doing our little part and bringing those people alive and making them human to you guys.
And Yolanda, you have a new film coming out too.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I do.
I got you.
Yeah, it's fall, I think October, November, I have a film coming out with Liam Neeson called
With Liam Neeson? Oh!
Evolution.
Hey!
With Liam Neeson.
Yeah. And I stay alive. Yeah, no, I'm excited about it. It was a fun experience. directing next year, my first feature, finally. And that goes back to what everybody's been saying. It takes a while. You know, this is, you know, you're gonna be in this game. It's a long haul. So don't expect it overnight.
It is.
Burger, did you want to say something?
I did. You were talking about how important it is to have like other things, multiple strings, and it is important. We talk about mental health a lot on the show, and I think that goes along with mental health because this industry is up and down. So when you have downtime, it kind of feels like everything is just kind of snatched. You go from going into work every day, and it's your life. You see these people every day. You get treated a certain way every day. And then, let's say your show is canceled. Let's say there's a strike. Let's say you're in between seasons. Your life it just feels really different. And so having something that you love, something else that you're good at, I think it really helps with mental health. And it also creates opportunity because a lot of directors, writers, producers, even actors don't start out as directors, writers, producers, actors. Their first job may be an assistant. Their first job may be in wardrobe, PA, and then they work their way up to what they really want to do. So something else could help you get your foot in the door, and then you get in the door and you're needed for something else. And then you can really do what you want to do. But it's important to just hone in on what you love. If you love it for a reason, so keep it and do it.
I swear your answers always give me, and this is not about me, but hello, traffic reporter. Didn't know anything about Chicago when I came here. They were like, you want to be a traffic reporter? I'm like, yeah, no. I want to be in Chicago. So if that was the position, that's the point. So I started off in traffic, and then now I'm here interviewing the cast of the show, y'all.
You'll find that it all starts working together. I started out as a dance major, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. It was just a lot, and so I switched to acting. But a lot of things that I learned in dance have helped me with acting. Sometimes in dance you cannot talk, show it with your body. And then sometimes in acting you're in scenes where you might not have a lot of lines, you might not have any lines, but you need to use your body. Breath support, it's just, it ends up all working together for you. Yeah.
Okay, I just got the 5 million mark, so I would be remiss if I did not ask each and every one of you, because we are in the room with a bunch of Shy fans, right? What has been your favorite scene, either your favorite or your most challenging scene? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. My most challenging scene was taking out the great Curtis Cook. No lie, when I did my first scene with him in season 5, I was intimidated. I don't know why. He was just scary.
No,
you know?
Curtis the boss.
And he's serious about his work. Like, it's no half-stepping with it. So when I found out the news that I was taking him out, like, man, I was nervous, bro. It felt like I was taking somebody out for real.
You held it down.
Man, I felt so bad on the last day when we spilled. I was just like, bro, can we hurry up? I just want to make this over. And my favorite scene was when I found out that actually it was when I found out that I was gonna be, your baby father, but when they put the news out that the son actually how we found out because he got sickle cell. My father actually passed away from sickle cell, and I didn't get a chance to meet him because he passed away from that. So man, just connecting with that and walking in his footsteps and just putting baby Ronnie as me, having the opportunity to see my father walk in and embrace me. That was one of my favorites.
Let's go. Anybody else?
I'll say this. I don't necessarily have a favorite scene or a favorite moment in the show. Every day, coming to work and working with these amazing people and working with our crew, that's my favorite day every day. This is a blessing to be a part of this. This is a very difficult industry to navigate through and around. But when you have the opportunity to work with people that you genuinely love and care about every day and to exchange that creative energy, that's my favorite thing every day. And I just hope that the Lord continues to bless me with the opportunity to be able to work with them and build with them and create with them. And yeah, so every day is my favorite day working on this show.
We love you.
mean, we really are family. I mean, these are people that I enjoy being around every day, genuinely, yeah.
Well, mine is one that wasn't actually on the show. We filmed it. It was the season that Jada had cancer, and besides the cutting of the hair, which was a whole other thing for me, like that was a whole thing for me. It was scary, it was exciting, it's hard to say how it feels when you are playing a character that could be dying and you're not a child, so you think about your own mortality in that moment, and just a lot of things went through me. So that was a beautiful moment for me, but there was a moment where Jada goes to Emmett's house, Darnell is there, and Darnell knows the news. Us as a family of characters, that moment to me really it did something to me with these actors that just made it where they're not gonna get rid of me because I love them for real now, for real. And it just kind of brought us together as a play family and actors even more so. So it's a personal one for me, and I'm sorry I didn't get to see it.
It was actually
Nothing was said. It was all, like, going back to what you were saying, Ben, very lighthearted. It was really nothing said. It was just like,
It's an amazing
reading
scene.
off of everyone's faces. That season was, that season was really memorable. It's hard to pick one. I'm like you, Jay. It's hard to pick one. But I do remember we had a lot of fun. It was a card night with Keisha and
Oh yeah, that was
Shy
fun.
and
Yeah.
Vic and Teddy.
That
And we
was
had
fun.
so much fun and shoot. No, not that, no. But it was like, I just remember we had so much fun. That the
And Keisha's,
dialogue-
cheese dip.
That's when the cheese dip hit the first time. It was like we were just having so much fun. It was like the dialogue. I think it was a lot of improv, and we were just.
Yeah.
It was just a lot of fun. That was like if I had to do one thing, okay, all right.
I really don't have a favorite scene. I really enjoy the scenes where we're all together, which is rare, but like the house parties, weddings, things like that. But I don't have a favorite scene. They all feel different. They all hit different.
I do like our first scene.
Oh, yeah.
What happened, Paul?
What's your name, girl?
Oh, yes. Oh, I thought you were talking about, I was like, don't bring that up. Them cornrows. No, I like that scene. And low key, that's an iconic scene. It is. Yeah, that was, even today I still see pictures of that scene. So I do like it. It was a great introduction to the dynamic. Yeah. The most challenging scene, I would say anything when Keisha was missing. It was a really hard time. At the time, a lot of girls were really missing.
Yeah.
So it was a sensitive space, but
You did a great job.
thank you.
And this program did a great job, y'all. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Again, this segment is brought to you by 859. Right over here, Mr. 850. Get your credit together.
Hey, come on from the cast of the side, ladies and gentlemen. Clap it up for the cast of the side, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. So stay seated. Stay seated. We're gonna have a kind of like wine fest. Are you last one today? So we'll stay where you're at.
Don't go anywhere. Just stay right here and try to follow me out. Camera. Born? Right here on the count. Everybody,